Warning, the following reaction video contains a lot of extreme language, controversial topics, and things that may be extremely sensitive and may not be suitable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned. Now, do enjoy the video. Yo, what is up, my Ammonites? It's your boy, Guy. And yes, we're doing a little something different today. For those that don't know, shoeonhead right over here has been quite the advocate for various things. All things good, talks about a lot of bad things. And today we're going to be having a look at the controversy that's been surrounding a certain dad simulator that has been blowing up on the internet lately. And I've seen a few play through a little bit of a few of the cutscenes and everyone's various streamers' reactions, and I honestly thought it was pretty good. Nothing too controversial, nothing weird. But apparently, there are a bunch of freaks out here that are trying to say that things are, predatory or very misogynistic. What? So many words, so much gaslighting, and shoeonhead here is calling it out, and I have a few words to say about that. But if you want to see more fun things on this channel, and maybe if you want me to play the playthrough of this game, and maybe a few other awesome games that don't involve that may or may not trigger some of these freaks out here. Or, I don't know. But anyway, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that jazz to become a lucky Ammonite. And without further ado, let's take a deep dive to this, shall we? Here we go.
Your eggs are drying up.
Joke's on you! I don't have eggs!
You have probably heard that many times. Perhaps this image haunts you at night. It is a true fact that women's fertility begins to decline at age 30, and they suddenly wake up and get what we—
Oh no! I'm in my 30s! What am I gonna do? Oh, it's the end of the world!
Call baby fever. But what about the men? Do their sperms rot? Do their balls shrivel up into little raisins and die? Do they wake up one day and get baby fever? Do men have a biological clock in the same way women do? I've briefly joked about this in videos before. In fact, a clip of mine from a video I did a few months ago
people actually asked if I looked like if I was in my 20s.
YouTuber Smugalana.
Yes, male biological clock. It's not physical, but spiritual.
Men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not hit in your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a dream. You have a little daughter making you pancakes with your wife in the morning, and you're not going to be able to get it out of your head.
Oh my God.
And the comments were full of—
You see this, guys? This is why we're here. Mama Shoe loves VTubers. She says that she's not interested in VTubers, but we VTubers absolutely love you, Mama Shoe. If you're watching this, we love you. We love what you do. And congratulations on all the things that you're doing. Congrats on the baby. Congrats on the videos. Become a VTuber! Join us! Join the infection!
Men discussing their dreams to start a family. There is not much discussion about men's desire to have children. Like many things, it's not really something they—
Because to talk about men is sinful in this day and age. Men's problems don't matter. Men are supposed to be beaten. They're supposed to pay for all the bills. They're supposed to provide. They're supposed to not get angry when their partner cheats on them. We're supposed to tough it up. We're expected to pay for everything, even though they literally have nothing. And if you dare die, we will still beat you down. Yeah, things get really dark on some opinions.
Talk about publicly. That was until a certain video game came out.
Uh-oh.
What are you?
I am DI03367.
Okay, look at this.
Pragmatic created
Oh, look at this little bean.
I possess basic life-saving.
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Okay, sorry, I gotta... Yeah, hold on. I gotta be... Hold on, I gotta rewind.
Just, what are you?
I am DI03367, a state-of-the-art pragmatic...
You see this? Why would you want to hurt this little bean? I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I actually watched... I've actually seen a few comments that actually want to hurt this little thing. And as an uncle, as a mentor, I would absolutely protect kids. It is part of my DNA. And we've got a bunch of trolls, a bunch of freaks out here that want to go out of their way and hurt anyone that looks like this. What is wrong with you, Twitter? What is wrong with you, Reddit? Get your shit together!
Created here at the cradle. I possess basic life-saving...
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Pragmata is a sci-fi action game where you play as astronaut Hugh Williams, who is sent to investigate an abandoned moon base. He meets a childlike android named Diana, and they...
I mostly play fantasy games and all things dragon, ocean, and all the likes, but, you know, in case you haven't noticed, this channel has been really expanded to a much wider variety of different contents. I mean, there's gaming, there's reacting. I'm sorry if I'm clout chasing. I just want to grow with you guys. I love you guys. I swear I'm original, okay?
Team up to survive and escape the space station. Along the way, they uncover what went wrong and defeat the bad guys, all while forming a strong emotional bond.
Yeah, see? Yeah,
I'm counting on you, kiddo.
And there's so many problems with this, apparently. Here's the list that I actually have. Yes, it is blank.
But it seems to have awakened something deep within gamers. Especially male gamers. The urge to get married and have kids. I'm not planning on getting married and having kids, but damn, this game is like
the horror!
Is this how women feel about their biological clocks? This game makes me want a daughter. What is this feeling inside me? It can't be.
You want to follow you? You want to procreate and continue the species? What atrocities!
Feel paternal. I will burn anyone and anything that tries to harm her.
Yeah, that was me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I did write the text, but yeah, that's basically every man.
This is a game for incels.
Yay!
Hey,
Chaos!
It's time for your yearly gamer culture war slap.
Oh no! Yay!
We are never going to escape Mr. Gamergate's wild ride. In this video, we are going to discuss the facts and theories behind the so-called male biological clock, after we discuss the drama surrounding the game Pragmata, and how a bunch of men expressing a simple, wholesome desire, the desire to start a family, has turned into yet another culture war. Yet another gender war. The gender war.
When does it end? How did it start? Why are we doing this again? Seriously, I mean, it's literally a bunch of arguments on the playground. Like, ew, oh my god, boys have cooties. Ew, they have girls, they have cooties. Get over yourselves. You're adults. Grow up, man.
Men versus women, women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, dealing with dating apps, hookup culture. Do men?
Take it from me, dating apps suck. Do not go anywhere near them. I speak from experience, okay? It's not worth it. But if you want to see me react to another shoeonhead video, please let me know.
men like curvy or thin women? Do women like dad bods or fit men? Do they like
I like
beards
extra
or
milk.
clean shaven?
I'm just
Oh, yeah.
saying.
That reminds me. Before we get deeper into this video, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor, Henson
Sorry.
Shaving.
I'm
like
sorry.
Aftershave,
I'm
all
sorry.
across
I'm
that's
sorry.
been quietly
I'm
annoying
sorry.
the Henson razor. It is
I'm
colors
sorry.
I
I'm sorry.
purchased.
I'm sorry.
The adult protector and a child. You see it everywhere. In
Yeah.
video games, they call it
Okay.
a dad simulator. The Walking Dead, The Last
Yep.
of Us, God of War, Detroit Become Human, Bioshock, Life is Strange.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I heard that God of War is getting back to its roots. I really hope they do it justice.
Also movies like Logan, True Grit, in a way, Monsters Inc.
Yep.
Shows like The Mandalorian.
Yeah, that's true.
Literature has done it forever with The Road, Les Miserables, and many.
I mean, it's one of those classic things. Anime's done it, movies have done it, games have done it. I mean, parent and child, mentor and student, I don't know what the problem is.
Many others. It shows up time and time again because it taps into something deeply human. The instinct to protect, to guide, to teach, to nurture something more vulnerable than yourself. It is.
Take it from me. I've done it a plenty of fair share of times. I'm a mentor. I was a mentor. I'm an uncle. I mean, I even tried to. I had an ex I tried to protect from her parents. But that's a story for another time. But yeah, there's strong. There is that instinct.
It is a beautiful and powerful story that has been told for centuries. And you're like really weird and an incel for enjoying it, actually.
Oh my god! You're right, Shu! I should have. Oh no! But you got me, officer! Officer, I'm over here! I did a terrible thing! I was following biology! Lock me up! Throw me under the prison! I am so sorry! I'm only a biological human being! I am not anything. I am not what you think I am.
Incel game. If you buy this game, I'm gonna assume you are a pedophile.
Hello, Chris Hansen? I think there's a projector here. You might want to bring the strike squad here. I feel like it's a breach of ethics at this point to design child characters for an audience of majority male gamers. And what does your search history look like, Miss Blank? We see you!
I feel like it's a breach of ethics at this point to design child characters for an audience of majority male gamers. Like, let's stop with the defenseless girl the big strong man has to protect. This reeks of sexism and control. I hate—
Oh, here we go, another rainbow head. Yep. Yes. He's such misogynist. Yeah. Yeah, and get your ass back to the kitchen.
hate these father simulator games. They always give me the creeps. This is low Kirkenuanly fascist propaganda and
what kind of vocabulary is that? Low Kirkenuanly? Like, are you guys just making up words as they go along? Are you so full of hate that it's make you so retarded? And yes, I am going to use that word. I do not give a damn. I'm not even monetized. You idiots are just making up words. You can't use actual English. And you are so full of hate. You just want to make up words that make you sound smart because you're that stupid. We see you. Get your rainbow flag out of here.
gives me pedo vibes. Wouldn't it be cool if I sneezed?
No, Sue! No!
Propaganda. If this is fascist propaganda, slap me and call me Adolf.
And I work for her. Yes. I look, I drink, I feel. So, yeah, this is, yeah, that, Yeah, that's right. We make fun of idiots on this channel. We absolutely mock the idiots. We absolutely make jokes, and we will not apologize for it.
Zoomer women really look at a wholesome game involving a child and wait, what the f is low Kirkenuanly? After
Yeah,
hearing about
exactly!
toxic masculinity for the past, 15 years now, finally a topic comes up where it's overwhelmingly positive masculinity, and what is the response? I think the funniest thing about the pragmatic controversy is that those incels genuinely think they could ever get near enough to a woman to impregnate one.
Who even talks like this? Seriously? You think that men just think about those big words all the time? How much Reddit have you been online? How much Twitter slop have you been eating a day? You need, lock these parasites, get these creathens under the asylum. They need to be locked away. They need to be gone. They need to be, we need them not. But yeah, this is clearly projection.
It's not nuanced. Pragmata is blatant pedophilia catered to male gooner game.
Oh no, this creature again, might I ask, what is in your search history, madam, they, them, or whatever?
Gamers. Why are people thinking this is sexual or makes you a pedophile? Because men are notorious for being peds and disgusting humans. They sexualize everything.
Oh, is that why that is? Yes. Men have always been the problem. Right. A woman has never done anything wrong. There's absolutely no possible way a woman can ever do any harm in any way to any child. Nope. None whatsoever. Yeah. We see you. We know what you are.
Everything? You are not very smart. A lot of loser males who often turn to gaming are pedos. It is an unconscious strategy to avoid competing with chat, as well as complementing.
Or, you know, because they have common sense to avoid STDs. Common sense to avoid gold-digging harlots that would cheat on them and then steal the children as well as everything that he's ever owned and worked for. Yeah. There are plenty of reasons that people choose to stay single. And you are adding to it!
Their own pure adjourniness. Stalled development.
Really? Come on. Do you even know how to spell? What kind of words are you using? Seriously? Is your vocabulary in abstinence right now?
What? Y'all are full of shit talking about dad instincts and whatever. We know why the f you want to play the game. You want to crack the little blonde bimbo.
No! The hell's wrong with you? Wait, hold on. Zoom in, enhance. What is that flag? If I remember correctly, hold on. If I remember correctly, that flag means something. Yeah, editor, could you tell me what this flag is supposed to mean and, figure out what that's supposed to mean and, yeah, thanks, thanks, editor, I needed that, I'm not sure if the audience needs it, I mean, ignorant, yeah, thanks, moving on.
What? This character design creeps me out. Why does she look like a doll? Why is this blonde child with a blowout?
Because she is an AI? An artificial being? A robot? I mean, it sounds a little bit crazy, but yeah. maybe, yeah, robots are pretty advanced, and they are in a base on the moon. But I don't know. It's almost like it's fictional. What a revelation!
Running around barefoot. I've not yet played the game. Is this expanded on in the plot?
That says a lot.
For creeps. I feel like I'm going insane. She just looks like a cute kid to me. Like,
yeah,
she's just literally a cute little kid.
Yeah.
I do not see the sexualization, and I am a huge pervert, mind you.
It's okay. Don't even worry about it. I love massive melons too. It's okay. I'm a melon man. I am the milkman. I am the man who drinks milk.
I do not see what the f these people are talking about. Are there creepy people on the internet who are sexualizing Diana? Yes, absolutely yes. It is a small minority, but it is still
and we absolutely hate those freaks. Like, why are you going after kids, man? Yep, it's on site, man. We don't want you.
Disgusting. In fact, a subreddit had to be shut down because people were making not safe for work art of this child, which honestly is not shocking.
Yeah, and the majority of those people, they have no problem with that. I mean, obviously there's been a huge debate on censorship and all that, but this is the part where the majority of people have actually came together and said, why are you going after this child? This is not expression. Tear it down! Tear it down! We cannot have this! It really is a beautiful thing when people come together.
Shocking. It's Reddit. That's not the game's fault. The game has nothing creepy in it. These creepy people will always exist, unfortunately.
And at this point, Ashu, I have to correct you. I don't think we can even call them people at this point. They are trolls. They are goblins. They are creatures of the underground. They are crawled from the underworld and seek to destroy everything that is beautiful and wholesome. They despise all things that is good because they know they can never, ever measure up. They know they can never, ever replicate. They can never, ever embrace what is good. They can never be. So that, because they are rotten to the core, they are too far.
I've made several videos about these people existing. People getting mad here are not getting mad at the people sexualizing Diana. That would be completely understandable. It would make sense if they were going to the accounts that were doing that and calling them creeps, but no. They're for some reason just getting mad at people liking and enjoying the game. They're just spurging out and randomly calling everyone and anyone incels. Why did they make her look like a porn star though?
Excuse you! What's on your search history? As I said, I don't think these are humans. We're not dealing with functional human beings anymore. And you know what's actually crazy? Everyone's saying that orcs, trolls, and goblins are all fictional creatures. I'm actually starting to question whether or not that's actually true, because when you have things like this, there's much to be desired.
Though. Why is the child sexy? Are you okay? These Twitter freaks.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Immediately sexualize them and think everyone else is as creepy as they are. Like,
Chris Hansen. Search their history. Get the strike squad. Wait, that's right. They're right there. They gotta go. They've lost the plot.
No, bitch, that's you and Reddit.
Yeah.
You and Reddit. There is nothing in this video game that caters to the freaks except for the fact that Diana is a child. Compare that to, like, Cuties, where there were
Yeah. Cuties. I remember the day when that came out. I mean, I've seen posts, and from the words that I've heard... Look at what they're wearing right now. What is this? They don't even look past 10. What is this? Netflix! Yeah, this is why I don't have a Netflix account. We see what you advertise. We know what you cheer for. Nope. You need to be bankrupted. We cannot tolerate this. Yep. You need to be sued to the ground. Burn the ashes. Salt the soil. Nuke it. Make sure it never grows again. Yep.
Closes of real children twerking.
Yeah!
That is media. That is catering to those people. An article recently came out from the outlet The Gamer that in the beginning talks about what happened on the Reddit and how disgusting some people are being towards the character Diana.
Don't you just love the hypocrisy? It's a problem when a dad is taking care of his daughter. But we have a Yeah, it's a problem when a father does it, takes care of a child. Yeah, that's a problem. But when you have but when all of a sudden you got a film like Cuties, that's suddenly fine. What? There's no problem with that. Yeah, at that point, you gotta go. Don't you just see the hypocrisy here?
Okay, fair enough, I agree. But then towards the end, the author throws in something very telling. I have not yet played Pragmata, and that's because I'm a little tapped out on stories where men adopt daughter-like figures and prove their masculinity by protecting them.
Oh, if you're playing this game, you must be a sexist. You must be a misogynist. You must be a bigot. You must be a blah blah blah. Dude, we know what you are. Shut up, sit down, go away.
That is their real problem. Men protecting people. That's just them proving.
How dare you be a good protector? We want to destroy your children. We want to turn your wife ugly just like us. We are the trolls. We demand representation. We exist, and the world should be known that we
their masculinity. And as we all know, masculinity bad. Blatantly not fuel, whether you agree with it or not. The average attraction trope on a little girl, blonde, blue-eyed.
Oh my god, we know where this is going, but let's get going.
I mean, the whole game is low-key Nazi propaganda, to be fair. I think the men who play this are probably creepy, but how is it Nazi propaganda? Blonde, blue-eyed toddler and tiaras looking white girl you have to save is literally Nazi propaganda.
Wow. And they say white guys are the racist ones. I wonder where this is going.
Read out of the 1930s, dude. Sorry, I don't see it. Ugh, I really don't have the energy to deal with this. Just use your brain.
Translation on the retard. How dare you disagree? How dare your argument be better than mine? I haven't given you enough brain damage. How dare you have a healthy mind? Use your brain. Use your retard. Embrace my disease.
Brain. Sorry, I don't have the energy to explain my schizophrenic paranoid delusion. Good. I don't have the energy to listen to it.
And I don't think anybody does. I don't think anyone even has the mental brain damage or the brain rot to do so.
Listen, I know we're all used to seeing gay, black, Hispanic, disabled furries.
But straight white men, oh my God, you are the worst!
In media lately. But I promise you, white people still exist. It's not Nazi propaganda. I feel like this girl character is an objectification of the idealized child. She's pulled right from the patriarchal white supremacist imagination.
Oh, shut up, Mary Sue. We know what you cheer for. Shut up!
Perfect, pure white girl child that must be protected so she can produce the next white generation.
Yep. Thank you.
Anyway, funny how y'all have paternal instincts for a child with a model woman's face plastered on it. Make her look like an actual kid with missing...
Look, my nieces are beautiful girls. Yeah. I know. Yeah, and this right here, they look like just like regular kids. You see? This right here. Yeah, no one's having a problem. We would still protect these kids. We would absolutely protect them. What's wrong?
Short hair, bare face, snot, and see if those instincts kick in the same.
Bodily fluids? On a living being? Oh, how inconceivable!
This game is openly catering to pedos. The gaslighting is over. Wait, I'm trying to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage.
Oh no, Shoo, please, no!
So we make her look more like a child in order to not cater to pedophiles?
I'm sorry, I don't compute.
Am I following that correctly? Also, the face on the left is like a child 6 to 7 years old, and the one on the right is like a 3-year-old. Diana's a robot kid. She's not a robot toddler. Also, again, she looks like a kid. Am I going insane? Like, that looks just like a little kid. Do they just want her to look ugly? Is that what this is? They want her to be ugly?
I'm telling you right now, these creatures, they hate all things that is beautiful and good, because deep down they can never be beautiful, no matter how much makeup, no matter how much plastic surgery, no matter what is within they try to replicate. They are rotten to the core. They can never replicate any level of beauty. And they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but in cases like theirs, their inner beauty is a reflection of their outer beauty, and their beauty is absolutely atrocious and abominable. Therefore, they seek to destroy those that are better than themselves. Hence why we see the orcs, the trolls, the goblins, the abominations of the underworld.
Like, I need more brain damage, hold on. Weeb incel gamers LARPing saying, ooh, I want to be a dad now, because they're manipulative, creepy freaks and like the ooh little girl with the model face, especially the lolicons, obviously. The devs know the male gamers hate a realistic or ugly child, because that's not what they're playing.
Translation! Because, yes, I do know how to somewhat speak retard. How dare this child be beautiful and desirable? How dare these developers create something that people would actually want to protect? They should be protecting me because I am a hideous troll goblin that lives in the sewers. How dare they like something beautiful and not like creatures like me? That is not realistic. Realism is that they need to have monsters that look just like me because we are hideous, because we exist, we are real.
If they made her look like a realistic ugly child, none of them would be saying this.
Rewind a few seconds to see my translation. Thank you and have a good day.
First of all, why are they acting like it's realistic to portray children as ugly and disgusting? Children are not ugly and disgusting. Like, they're cute and adorable. That's what they're known for.
Also, they're living beings, Shu. And I will tell you exactly why. Jealousy is a very ugly thing. And creatures like these, the trolls, the goblins, the orcs, the abominations of the earth and under it, they see beauty. They wish to be beautiful. but they can never be. Their inner beauty is hideous, they are spitefully jealous, and they wish to destroy the world to rebuild it in their disgusting, their own deplorable image. Hence, they are hateful.
Like, yes, she's made to look cute. Yes. That's how you know this game was not made by Western video game developers. That's how you know there was no Liliths on the dev team.
And you know, I'm glad you brought this up, and because you see, Capcom is a Japanese company, and Japan has a declining birth rate. Arguably a lot worse than what America is going through right now. So, if games like this are being made and encouraging young men to have children of their own, find wives, get married, settle down, etc., etc., then that is a very useful tool to do it. And if Americans embrace this kind of resource, men would be married more, men would have more children. I know, such shocking revelations. But will we ever do it? Not as long as the trolls and goblins exist. Because they see a beautiful child, they see a happy family, and they despise it. They hate it. They loathe the things they can never have. They despise all that they never got as a child. They never had a loving father. They never received a loving mother. They never received a real childhood. They were expected to be hideous monsters as soon as they popped out of the test tube. And now they roam the earth to destroy all that they can never have.
Here, you guys would lose your shit while playing BioShock. Actually, BioShock is a really good example of this design working right. The little sisters are all gross and have gray-green skin. No, you don't understand. Everything around me must be ugly as f***, or I will furiously start masturbating.
Yep.
It all sounds like 2014 discourse, because it is 20.
In that case, just to react to that, what is on your search history, creature?
14 discourse. Please don't let there be Gamergate 2.0. Who's going to be the shoeonhead 2.0 to emerge from the Gamergate 2.0? If she's listening now, just, this might sound very vague, but don't. That thing? Don't do it.
What?
Don't do
What
it.
thing?
Don't do it.
Hugh, thanks for talking to me all the time. Ta-da!
Aww, you
Supposed to
see,
be when we
this is
first boarded the
cute.
tram?
Uh-huh. I drew it. It's for you.
Aww,
Look at that.
hanging on the wall.
Too. Not half bad, kiddo.
This robot girl makes me uncomfortable, and the fact that I haven't seen female gamers fawn over her is interesting.
Oh, yes. Not a single female gamer has ever reacted to this little girl. None whatsoever. Surely there could never be any females that have ever reacted positively to this little bean. Not a single one.
I've seen more clips of her and that man, and that is not how kids behave. Something weird is going on here. The something weird going on here is you, ma'am. You are the something weird. Men like
Yep.
the father simulator game where you have to protect a small child and shoot up a bunch of robots in space? Suspicious! Also, I have seen plenty of female gamers fawn over this character.
Me. Yeah. Okay, everything's...
Well, color me shocked. Who would have guessed this would happen?
Everything's all about you.
Who would
Oh,
win? Decades of anti-natalist propaganda? One little bean. There were even women cosplaying as her. And when women even expressed how cute they thought Diana was, they're also met with this. Oh my god, Diana is so precious and adorable. I'm gonna love this game. Thanks for telling everyone why you want to play the game. Before you...
Incel alert! Incel alert! We have a man with no bitches! A man with no bitches here, everyone! We got an incel!
You make up some other excuse to hide your pedophilia.
Hold on. I gotta make a phone call real quick. Hello, Chris Hansen? Yep, we got another one. Yep, send the strike squad. I think this one, I think this one's a killer. Yep. Alright. Happy to do my part.
What? Water guns are the best. I like it just as much as crayons. I like how the sand feels on my toes. I press down and sink in. Children don't act like this. This is how someone who fetishizes fatherhood wants children.
Fetishizes? First of all, what is in your search history, first of all? Second, kids talk about all kinds of crazy things and ramblings all the time. What are you talking about?
To behave. To normal people, it's actually deeply off-putting. The best part was all the actual parents, like, replying to these people like, yeah, no, that is literally how my 5-year-old acts. It's like, yeah, no, that's pretty accurate. Fetishizing you mean the human desire to procreate and start a family? Oh, you...
The basic instinct of biological beings? The concept, the urge to continue the circle of life. How alien, how foreign. Who would have ever conceived such a new thing? It was only made yesterday. It totally hasn't been going on for billions of years. Are you crazy? How can this be?
You want to meet a woman and settle down and have a family? Maybe have a house, 2 dogs? You sick f***. We've reached radioactive levels of incel propaganda. What the fuck does incel mean anymore? I feel like I ask this in every single video. This tweet...
It's okay, Shu. We don't even know what that word means. There are a lot of new words that keep being made up every day. I am losing track. Am I getting too old for this? Like, what is wrong with you, Twitter? What is wrong with you, Reddit? Stop making up new words! The world is tired of this bullshit! The world does not need to deal with this! Why are you like this?
Got thousands of likes. I feel like I am going insane. Where does the incel part come from? Like, they want men to be open.
Yeah, the definition, from what I understand, is an incel is a man who is involuntarily celibate. So, yeah, but apparently it has a whole bunch of other names. And apparently in the year 2026, it means anyone I disagree with and despise. Make it make sense!
Open about their emotions, and then men are open about their emotions, and then they're just called Nazis or incels or both. Usually both. It's usually a package deal. And
Yep. All the big words, all the hateful labels, gotta have them all because, oh my god, disagreement? No, not in my echo chamber!
This tweet came from a man, to make things worse. A grown-ass man saw another grown-ass man speaking about the normal human desire to want a family and want children one day, and called him an incel.
High likelihood it's a bot, or one of the trolls, goblins, and orcs. All the forms of the abominable underworld.
Cockroach behavior.
Case, what is this? Capcom's...
Oh, go fuck yourself, you damn dog taser. No one is ever gonna take you seriously. You stupid coochie with a Gucci. You're nothing but a housewife of terrorists. So shut the fuck up and get off of Twitch! You're not even a real gamer, you freaking propaganda machine!
Pragmata. Wait, did it come out already? Pragmata, it's making thousands of people suddenly want to start a family. You play as Hugh, a soldier, stranded on a ruined lunar research station. His job is protecting the childlike android Diana while fighting rogue AI. In one emotional moment, she gives him a crayon drawing of the two of them together as a little family. Even streamers who say at the start they didn't want kids end up breaking down happy in tears.
It's wholesome.
So
That's what
what's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff.
You hear that, guys? the Mr. Diddy boy over here is actually telling us, real gamers, that we're unfuckable. The man who pays thousands of dollars to go to German Diddy parties is telling us that we're unfuckable. The multi-millionaire whose girlfriend left him because he's that insufferable is telling us gamers that are on gaming platforms and social media that we're the ones that are unfuckable. What an utter hypocritical clown!
And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things that you actually...
Go fuck yourself, you multi-billionaire bitch! You're the housewife of terrorists! We don't give a shit about what you think! We have our own problems, yet you're forcing your viewers to care about wars that go on in the Middle East, which has been going on for thousands of years. And yet you expect us to actually care when there are other problems that people go through? And you're the one living comfortably with your millions of dollars in a mansion with dogs you like to tase and abuse, among other things? A social circle that actually secretly hates your guts? Yeah, we know what you are, you shameless hypocrite, you stupid son of a bitch. You treat your glasses that cost $6,000 way better than anything that actually lives. Who the fuck are you to tell us about having empathy? You yourself have none!
actually enjoy, right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman...
I think that's projection. Wow. I mean, obviously yeah, imagine that. This man playing life on easy mode, having millions of dollars at his disposal, being evidently the so-called pinnacle of masculinity, being the hero of the Democratic Party that's supposed to save young men, is telling us how we should care about things. This man, I'm sorry, every time I try to, I actually get a very bad taste in my mouth. Like, this creature is trying to lecture us about empathy when he himself has nothing, no such concepts, and in his infinite wisdom does not possibly understand the basic fundamentals of human emotional nature or the natural urge to start families. This housewife of terrorists is trying to tell you to have empathy. What an absolute pathetic excuse of a wretch.
woman. Why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just...
It's called having natural reproductive instincts, Hassan. It's called having human emotions when they have the desire to have families. Something you clearly lacked even with your millions of dollars. You stupid twat.
Not something that you're gonna experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life.
I think that's you, buddy. You're telling the average gamer to only care about themselves and saying they're unfuckable? You're the one paying for Diddy parties. You're the one going out and having empathy for terrorists. You have no room to talk at all. You damn criminal with a mic.
Life, right? This is something that I never understand.
Oh, fuck yourself, you coochie with a Gucci. No one gives a shit about what your opinions are. You have none whatsoever. You're too clearly stupid to understand the average man. You multi-millionaire maggot. Who the fuck are you to tell us about how we should live? You lived comfortably with no real problems, and yet you're still considered the biggest loser. Even mainstream media doesn't take you seriously. They know you exist. They tried to prop you up, and you're still the biggest loser in internet history. Yeah, look at this creature right here. Look at this hero of the Democratic Party. Look at this pinnacle of everything we should strive to be.
Last shoeonhead video, I will literally shoot myself with a gun if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out, purchase a shotgun, myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my fucking brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that shoeonhead and her dumb audience operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument that shoeonhead?
Yeah, definitely does not crash out in even the slightest bit of criticism. What an absolute hero. Definitely does not like to tase his own dogs. Definitely does not advocate for any bloodshed whatsoever. Totally a peaceful man. Everything we should all strive to be.
Letting their intestines just rot on stage.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Slice them up. Slice them and fucking dice them. What the fuck is this?
Wow. What a specimen.
Maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this.
Yes, I wonder who that could
well,
be.
Guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across.
Yeah, it's almost like he is an absolute hypocrite. Wow, who would have guessed?
The ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. This is the dude the media wants us to believe is going to save young men from the...
Save young men. Imagine, guys. Our generations after us is gonna be absolutely liberated, absolutely rescued by an absolute wife of terrorists, an absolute man who refuses to wear the dress, but will take it up the ass in the name of terrorists. Wow. Yeah, wow. Yeah. What do you even say to that?
Right pipeline. Yeah, okay. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and...
Yeah, hold on. I gotta... Yeah, wait for it. Yep! Wow! Yeah, look at this! Yeah, totally... Yeah! That is not suspicious at all! Have you been a little busy, Piker?
Pay for sex like you, Hassan. Something weird about a man who could easily, consensually get sex from a woman, but chooses to go to a brothel. I don't know.
And make sure they're extra young! Gotta make sure they're before the rape, right?
Just saying. Also, 35? No kids?
Uh-oh!
Like, I'm sorry, that just pisses me off. Like, sitting in his ugly-ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy.
Yeah, it's okay. Apparently I am not on Twitter enough.
People for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind-raped that this is their reaction to such, like, a simple, wholesome concept. Like, literally, no joke, the entire meaning of life is somehow confusing to Hassan Piker, anti-natalist. If I saw a child that looked like that, I'd probably attack it. I felt like hitting her. The right-wing nutjobs seeing this and feeling paternal instincts are just predators. The only
Oh my god. Yep. I think we got another one. Yeah. Somebody get on that. I mean, I gotta ask. Did this creature ever have a father? Where's the suspicion about the concept of fatherhood?
instinct I feel as a man right now is self-defense. I want to kill it. Yes, the ones saying they want to protect a kid are the predators, not the ones saying they want to kill it. The only thing I felt while watching this is pure bloodlust for that annoying creature. I hate children so much. Before you come at me, yes, I'm a 35-year-old crazy.
Oh my god, Wicked Witch of the West! I never knew you had... Wait. Now that I think about it, if the Wicked Witches come back from Wonderland to start tweeting and destroying everything, does that mean all the guys that are doing the same thing, the flying monkeys? I don't know. But someone should look into that.
Crazy cat lady and proud of it. Stay mad. First of all, every time you see a little smiley face like that, that's how you know that person is madder than they've ever been in their entire...
Insert the meme, please. Thank you. Yep. That is what an angry creature that hates beauty looks like.
Our life. Listen, obviously if you simply don't want kids, that's fine. Like, whatever. Not everyone wants kids. Not everyone wants to be a parent. But
And I probably won't have kids myself because I am not in a financial situation to even try to. But even still, the instinct is there. I am a biological creature behind this avatar. But, yeah.
The societal attitude, the difference between men and women here, how they handle this situation is so, like, fascinating to me.
I'm probably never having kids. I'm probably gonna play video games for the rest of my life.
Yes,
I'm probably gonna be as hot for as long as I can.
Yeah, those that don't know, and I'm sure this is apparently the girlfriend of Hassan, but they're not even that connected. She doesn't want kids. He can't get the coochie.
And I'm probably gonna keep making money. That's probably what's gonna happen for the next 40 years until I... People are just gonna keep being mad at me about it. Menopause is gonna hit me like a brick wall, but at least I will be getting the bag until then. You don't want kids? I'll do it whenever I want. I don't think I'm running out of time.
Absolute delusion. I feel like a lot of men in this situation are like, damn, I wish I had a family. That sucks. Women overcompensate.
I mean, there's definitely one thought of that, but unfortunately, like I said, men, a lot of guys don't want kids, but other guys simply can't. Due to financial stress, due to various situations, restrictions that prevent them from having families. Yeah, there are actual legit reasons. But I advise you, make sure, kids are actually a burden, are actually a great responsibility, but it's also a great privilege. I should know because I am a child. I was a child once. Yeah.
And they pretend to be proud of it, and it just comes off as really kind of sad. And I guess it's like, as a woman for a long time, it's like, oh, you're too young to have kids. Don't have kids. It will ruin your life and your body and your career. Don't have children. And then all of a sudden you hit a certain age and it's like, you're eggs, man.
Oh no!
I get it. It's frustrating.
Oh, no,
I get it.
carton.
I hid my pregnancy from the internet. Nobody knew I was pregnant. Well, some of you get.
I mean, not that anyone really would have cared, but... Oh, damn. Apparently a lot of folks cared.
Because I was fat as f. But anyway, I hid it from the internet, and while I was like 5 months pregnant, I was getting tweets from like groypers and like, TikTok, your eggs are drying up. But this like...
Oh, imagine that. You're pregnant, but yet no one knows about it yet, and some idiot actually says, TikTok, you're not getting pregnant. Little do they know there's actually a muffin in the oven.
You haters, I got my cats. Enough. Stop spreading
yes,
that
we're
attitude.
all sick
Stop
of that
being
shit.
A crab in a bucket. Like, even if you don't have children, that's fine. You could find other meaning in your life, obviously. But don't encourage that type of mindset. The amount of anti-natalist propaganda young men and young women see nowadays is like insane. But the biggest anti-natalist propaganda has to be like $3,000 rent, $2,000 daycare, and student debt, honestly. Like, if we're being honest. It's just sad because, like, through all of history, like, imagine your ancestors. They've been through, like, war and famine, and you're just gonna end your bloodline because the rent is too high. But it's understandable. They don't...
I mean, the bills are pretty heavy, especially in this day and age, and... Yeah, we are not in a good world right now. I'm not sure if it's gonna get better, but we certainly hope it will.
Don't feel like they can support a child. They can barely support themselves, especially on one income, like how it used to be. Those days are gone. You know, if I was president and I wanted to make America great again, that would be the thing I focus on the most. But no, we have to do another bullshit war in the Middle East. Okay, whatever, we're not going into that, not in this video. Lots of strange reactions to this game. Let's clear some things up. Childless men do not have paternal instincts the way childless women.
Oh, wow. No instincts whatsoever. Totally. Yeah, sure, Mary. Yeah, we know what you are. Yeah, you never had a father. Nobody wanted to protect you. Yeah, we see the projection. Shut up. Sit down. Go ahead. Get your ass back in the asylum.
Men have maternal instincts. Men first experience paternal instincts once they have their own children, and
stepdad, uncle, grandfather, mentor, I don't know, big brother. Hello? You ever not had any of those? Maybe best friend who's older? No? None of that?
Typically, those maternal instincts are only ever felt for their own children and no one else's. Men are not nurturers. Men don't gush over cute kids in public. Men don't have baby fever.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Oh, yeah, nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Her brain's gonna break if she ever finds out the truth.
If a man wants to possess a child for any reason other than it being a product of his own lineage, he's likely a predator. What? Okay, first of all, even from like anecdotal common sense, this is just not true. This is obviously bullshit. Research literally shows that childless men experience like the desire for fatherhood almost just as much as childless women.
It's so weird. It's almost like we have the natural urge to continue the life cycle of living beings. Like the urge to pass on our genes to sire the next generation. What a strange concept. Has anyone talked about this?
Experience the desire for motherhood. Apparently, young men want children more than young women do nowadays. Many men, including childless men, exhibit caregiving, protective responses to infants, even if they're not their own. All through history, men have protected, mentored, even died for kids that weren't their own. Also, with this logic, like, uncles,
some even
stepdads,
arrested
adopted
for
fathers,
it.
like, anyone like that is a predator. Like, men just have the protector gene, and this game just activates it. It's really not deeper than that. Yes, it's true men don't have maternal instincts, but men do have paternal instincts.
Weird. It's like parent instincts? It's almost like both male and females have one side of the same coin. What a strange concept.
There's a reason this game is about protecting her from evil robots in space and not like, I don't know, breastfeeding her. Yes, women and men are different. And a huge factor in this very popular trope is that the man gradually develops paternal instincts over the child despite his stoic, emotionally distant, masculine nature. These gamers are experiencing that through the main character. If Capcom's goal with Pragmata was to make everyone who plays this game want to be a parent, then they've done an amazing job. I always sit back when Diana starts playing and think to myself, so this is what it's like to have a daughter? She's so cute.
And imagine this, Ammonites. If there were more games like this, if there was more encouragement to protect children, families, if there was more of things like this, we would live in much happier homes. We would have much happier lives. But no, we have to deal with trolls with rainbow hair. We have to deal with ogres that have multiple genders. We have to have orcs, we have to have goblins, who have to speak big words that no one even knows about anymore.
And for the record, yes, that is what having kids is like. It's also not so fun stuff and lots of responsibility. But the good parts completely outweigh
as is
the bad
anything
and
in
make
life.
it all worth it. There were hundreds of tweets from people, mostly childless people, mind you, being like, that's not what having a child is like, actually, you stupid gamer. It's actually terrible and awful. Men like this view having a daughter like having a pet dog. Once she grows up and isn't a cute little girl anymore, they'll begin to resent her.
Was that what happened to you? Cause I'm starting to see why that is. Why your parents resented you. If this is the result of what we're seeing.
Men really do want kids the way kids want a puppy. All the fun, but none of the responsibility.
Pets are not an easy thing to take care of. In case you didn't realize, pets are living beings. Originally, of course. I mean, we do have the robots, but even still, they need to be maintained. And in case of the living beings, there is a lot to be expected. They need to play, they need to eat, they need to sleep, and the list can go on from there.
I don't like the way you guys talk about children. Like, they aren't toys.
And no one said they were. Except maybe you, because you're a freak.
People will lose their f***ing minds when they realize that kids aren't like a dog or cat. They're a goddamn nightmare.
Do you have kids? Call Child Protective Services on this one. I think whoever those kids are in this creature's care, somebody get them out. Yeah, I think we got a hag here. I think we have a swamp hag.
Watching a child play with a toy and actually raising a child are two completely separate things. Kids are adorable when they're calm and playful, but little demons when they're screaming, snotting, and destroying your shit and keeping you up at night. Men really think having children is easy and fun. It's not so fun when they're pissing and shit and crying nonstop. Do you have...
Yeah, it can be annoying, but there are good things about kids, too. Have you not experienced any of that?
Kids? No, and I got my tube side 3 years ago, but thanks for asking.
Oh, that's why. Okay, have a good day. Back to the asylum.
Wow.
Go under
Diana's
it this
so
time.
cute. Maybe I want kids one day. Did you know they poop and pee and cry? Why this compulsive need to counter signal this? Watching a fictional kid play with toys for a few seconds and thinking that's what it's like raising an actual human being is probably a sign you have zero idea what it really looks like being a parent, and you should not base your decision off a video game.
You ever think maybe there are adults that actually understand that concept? That kids are actual living beings? Hello? Wait, hold on. Why is your... Don't tell me you a hoe! Shut up! Get out of here! Go back to the streets!
Game character. Wait, wait, this community note. OP is an e-girl with an OnlyFans account.
Oh! Oh my god! Imagine that! Oh my god, kids are terrible. They have no reason to be dealing with kids. Like, your ass is for the streets! Literally! The unlearned streets!
You stupid gamers don't get it. Doom scrolling TikTok and having multiple failed situationships is true happiness. Children are a burden. Nobody is saying parenting is easy. Nobody said that. All the parts parents say are the best parts. All the parts parents say are worth it. That is what people are seeing and yearning.
And everything worthwhile, at the end of the day, is not an easy road, ultimately. I should know, because I am currently in the process of moving to a new land. A new home. So, yeah, sorry I haven't been streaming as much, but please like and subscribe. And I stream every Monday and Friday, and I'm hoping to stream a little bit more often. Maybe on weekends, maybe on weekdays when I don't have work. But yeah, I want to interact more with you guys. Maybe we can do some D&D stuff. Maybe we can do some gamings. We can watch funny videos. Make fun of idiots. Heck, yeah, there's plenty of other fun things here on this channel. And I'm also on Twitter, so check that out too. Please.
For. They have this like insane compulsion to attack anything that's like remotely pro-family, I guess because it culturally clocks as conservative, so you have to just...
They hate all things that is beautiful. Liberal and conservative mean nothing to me. I don't care about politics. I've seen politics. I make fun of politics. And those that idolize the liberal cult, all of those that despise all things that is good, I will shamelessly mock, put down, and smite with full fury.
Shun it and mock it, or else you're doing a fascist propaganda or something. This whole thing has just been a litmus test for humanity. On one side, people who long for love and meaning and human connection desire deeper things, and they're in touch with their...
You know, human natural urges and needs. I know, crazy. It's almost like we're not even meant to be robots. Who would have guessed?
For humanity. And on the other side, miserable, insane freaks who want to destroy everything pure and wholesome. And then on the sidelines, normal people who just think this is a fun game. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that second part, that's where the trolls, where the ogres, the orcs, the goblins, the abominations of the earth all reside.
That's probably most people. I think we're a little too online sometimes. So we have established that the broveries have been activated by this game. But is the male biological clock real? Unlike women who are born with a specific number of eggs, men create sperm all their life. Right now, as we speak, your balls are creating sperm. Men can technically get someone pregnant all their life.
I told you I was a milkman!
Not a femboy. You can't get a femboy
And
pregnant.
no, I was not
Stop
mentioning
crying. Sperm quality tends to decline over time. Lower sperm count
I am
and more
so
DNA
sorry, guys.
damage to the sperm occurs. These changes usually start after 35 to 40 years old. So as men age, the risk of passing on genetic mutations increases. Similar to maternal age, higher paternal age has been associated with autism, schizophrenia, so basically being a
Hey, as an autistic man, I still have parental instincts. I still have the urge to protect those that are younger and more vulnerable than me. Thank you very much. I am not that brain damaged.
shoeonhead fan, and other rare genetic disorders, as well as the chance of miscarriage rates being higher. So when red pill manosphere people tell you like, oh, you have all the time in the world to have children, bro, focus on yourself, queen, get that bag, like, technically, they're correct. Physically, you do have all the time in the world, but that doesn't mean you should wait. Having kids is more than the ability to reproduce. You want energy to chase a toddler around. You want your kids to have their father in their life for a long
Why do you suppose guys go to the gym?
time. You want to see your kid graduate and maybe have children of their own. You want to give your parents grandchildren. You don't want to be a super old dad or mom. But if that's how it happens, that's how it happens, and that's...
I mean, it's actually getting more and more common. I mean, a lot of financial struggles, romantic struggles, and the landscape from what I understand is terrible. Maybe one of these days I will tweet about going out and seeing what the dating pool actually looks like IRL. I'm sure that'll be a disaster. If I don't tweet within a week, if I don't tweet or make videos, or if you see anything on the news, you'll probably know I'm probably dead.
That's great. Life is not
Or
a
worse.
Hallmark movie, but it should not be the ideal for men and women. Like, if you are in a stable relationship, get married and have kids as soon as possible. Honestly, it's the stable relationship part I think people are having the most trouble with. It's easy to be like, find a wife and get married and have kids, bro, and it's like, find a wife? From where? The wife store?
Exactly!
Listen, I believe you will have that one day, Anon. I believe you will have that wife and daughter or son. You will have a little Diana of your own one day. You will hang those drawings on your fridge. Don't blackpill, don't doom. We're all gonna make it. Same to you ladies watching. If I can make it, you can make it. So what did you guys think of this? Have you played Pragmata? Did you like it? Did it make you feel...
I mean, I've seen the cutscenes, but I'm actually considering playing this myself. I haven't played all the way. I haven't made a play. I'm rather going in blind in this case, relatively speaking. I know about the child. I know about the drawings, the playground. Yeah. For those that actually want to watch me play, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and, spread this around. Make it happen. I actually want to do things. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, if you want another shoeonhead video react, or if you have other reaction videos that you have in mind that are slightly different, I am sorry about that case. I mean, it's not normally what I do. I make fun of politics, but I don't really talk about it on this channel much. But yeah, if you like this and you want this, if you want anything else, other suggestions, comment below. Like, subscribe, all that jazz to become a lucky Ammonite today. And as always, Ammonites, I will see you at the next dive. Yen bye and good night.